So, Saturday. I'm super tired and low energy today. No idea, not quite an idea why. Like my wife is pulling double shifts today, which is like super illegal in Germany. And I'm so low down energy. Maybe no idea. I think I drank like a liter bottle of alternative brand Diet Coke yesterday. Maybe that's it, or missing my coffee today or something. Yeah. Same. Yeah. Something with a bouncy castle going on. I'm checking out what this. Basically no idea. Geese family still around. 8 chicks. 2 adults. I think those. Not quite sure. Those are Indian geese. Like that's so become usually the bigger birds like geese and such migrate into the south in the winter. But the recent winters have become so mild that they often stay over winter and don't return. Ducks. My cousin's 30th birthday. Right around in Frankfurt. I was wondering where the music was coming from. Just one lonely bagpiper here. So up here we really have a view over the Frankfurt skyline, which is the only skyline. That seems to be like the prime picnic spot in Frankfurt. Jetzt aber auch Hände waschen, Lukas. So after that small trip to Frankfurt, back again at 2 o'clock, catching the train. Let's see if it changes platform again. Like almost every night, the train does change from platform 2 to 7. So means then I'm going up those stairs again and changing over, which is actually like quite nice here that you can exchange the platforms just from the middle. Like in Munich, you would need to be very fast at the far side, going to the railhead, and then changing the platforms from there. So that's just like a little bit inconsistent. Like I think in Frankfurt you have like a very shoddy and bad smelling possibility to go below. Yeah, trains of course delayed. Like to be on the platform before it actually arrives, like before the intended time. Like with the delays, like the delays are not as reliable as in their total amount of time as them happening. And see, we have to go to Foxtrot, and we have Charlie here. Yeah, which so it's like it's usually pretty accurate, but it can change. Like when I arrived, it was showing like increasing time, and now it's going a little bit lower, and yeah, it sometimes can happen. Like, and in this case, this is the only train going, so if I miss it, I'll be quite delayed. Usually I don't like taking the last train, but that's like I slept for about a little bit over 3 hours, I think, at home. 2 to 3 hours, and now I'll probably be able to sleep a couple more in the train, and that's quite okay. And like, yeah, I arrive right for work, and last couple of times that worked quite nice. It's just that this train does not go all the time. See, Delta Echo. Foxtrot is all the way over there. And then probably get the call to exchange platforms, which comes like always 5 minutes before the train arrives. Which will probably when I'm calling it out. It won't happen this day. And like, the moment I really have problems editing my videos. So, like I just finished this week's video in the car. It's already Sunday. And usually I wanted to bring them out on Friday. This has like changed in the last couple of months, I guess, that I've become later and later and later with this. I have to get back on track to the Friday upload, I guess. Once again. Maybe upload will work on the train. And I guess probably not as well. Yeah, have to see. I wouldn't say I told you so. But yeah, I did. And it happened, of course. Last minute removal to platform 4. And it's like 30 seconds after the train should have arrived. Due to the late time. So let's see. So probably need to wait a little longer. So coming in here. Lucky me. So it's Scansion Day and my mother's birthday, and we are going to a lake. My son found a pair of binoculars and spotted a couple of birds. Let's see if we can zoom in on them with the camera as well. So down the tower, there are the birds.
Wirklich? Ich sehe sie schon von hier. Aber so.
15 times so.
Die sind auf dem Turm. Ich sehe sie schon.
So yeah, the lake. It's coldish. Like the swimming is actually not really open, but on the other hand, the entry is free. So usually, like there will be swimming conditions. You need to pay. I think like 10 euros entry. Yeah. The restaurant which will open in the evening. Yeah. Kids are having fun, and that's the main thing. And I'm really confused by having a holiday in the middle of the week almost. That's what it is. Difficult somehow. So interestingly enough, this was a coal mine in operation for 9 years, from 1976 to 85. They had like 260,000 tons of coal extracted from here, and that formed the lake, and now it's like a recovery thing. Storm was on the road just a second ago. So it's Friday. The German summer's already over, as you can see. Yeah, I brought a car to the shop for an oil change and some fix them up, the smaller issues, hopefully. And now I'm waiting on the telephone store to open because our village gets fiber optical cable connections, and I need to reserve one for us. I think it's like, yeah, probably going to be a lot cheaper if we do it right away. And yeah, and like there are salesmen trying to visit us for quite a while, but never returns to the promised time. So yeah, that's totally else. Recently some YouTuber broke into that place, some Lost Places guy, a couple around here in the region, and probably did like a trip here, which is legally speaking breaking the entry or something, so not quite legal. I think my mother had someone knocking on her door and asking if her house was in Lost Place a while ago. On the one hand that's really interesting, on the other hand maybe the trend has a little bit overdone itself. They are interesting looking at like, yeah, not sure how much square feet that is, but like it's more like 2 to 4 room houses. It's maybe stretching it a little bit, right? Yeah. And also like the electric, the paying by card is no longer possible in many stores, because like one of the most commonly used card readers for credit cards and such. Like my colleague told me that they forgot to renew a license or a software license, and yeah, now they probably need half a month to a month to fix that, get them working again. And like I was like in the Aldi, and you couldn't pay with cash. Got me some coffee, and then I went to I put a little bit of gasoline in the car, which is crazy expensive now. Yesterday it was a little bit cheaper. The thing is, like on June 1st there comes our great savior and God Emperor or whatever, Christian Lindner made some deal, and they're cutting the taxes on gasoline, and price will sink like 30-40 cents, something in that direction. And so that's like a thing where either the companies try to maximize the profit in the last weeks, or this really, I think that's the thing where everybody is waiting for the new lower price and not putting any gasoline in. Yeah, so it's putting some supply and demand problems into the supply chain, and probably not improving the overall situation. But yeah, but in the end, like also starting with in the same stroke, there's like a €9 ticket now, where you can, for €9 for 3 months, For €9 per month, you can use all regional and city transportation in Germany. That's a quite nice thing, and I really would hope they keep it, because like that's just a much better measurement. Or the thing is, like in Germany we have this thing where like public transportation has manifold increased in price compared to gasoline, and car costs also like costs of driving a car are more or less around the inflation, so not too bad overall for all the years. And like public transportation sometimes has like 200-300% increases in the same time. So that's really a problem. Like for example, when I, or it's like in the cities usually with kids starting 6 have to pay in the buses and such. So like if I would want to go to like you can in our region, it's more or less okay as a family, because they have like this like a family or multi-person ticket thing, but like and then you get like an unlimited ticket for 24 hours here. So but it's like I think €20 or something from here. So yeah, and it's like yeah, maybe with some detours, 80-kilometer drive, some parking. So you're, yeah, even if you factor in like rear on the car and such, it's much more expensive if you use it for like. The thing is with that ticket, that it's quite okay. I'm just looking, since we have that Amsterdam trip, or we have a trip to Amsterdam coming up from the company, and we're still not quite decided if we go via train or car. But that yeah, depends also on what the shop's saying today. But yeah, that's upcoming thing. And I looked at the public transportation thing in Holland or Netherlands, or however it's called, Dutch Republic. Yeah, they have. I didn't find anything like family tickets or such. I think kids travel free, but they need they travel free, but they need a ticket. So these are some kind of mechanic, and like you maybe need to buy the card for them for like €7.50 each. And yeah, that's yeah. I'm totally frustrated with the whole. It's like almost everywhere that like in Germany, the cutoff for kids is usually below 6. Is in most places is free, other than especially stuff which is aimed at kids. So, but like for many things you can go in free with a below 6-year-old child. But now both my children are above 6, and then you usually have to pay, and it's like mostly a little bit cheaper, but not significantly so. So that's just like yeah, like in the nearby city they made the public pools free for kids and adolescents for the whole year due to Corona and such. And now they cut it down because it was too full. So it's also not. That's like the thing is with those public works like the pool and such, they make so little money with their tickets, and you have to subsidize them so much. Same with the public transportation. Like it's hugely subsidized, and making the tickets cheaper would be. I think free is a little bit too ambitious, especially given that the capacity probably wouldn't be enough. And you also have, like in cities, you have this effect that if you make your buses free, people walk less, which is relatively bad for public health. So totally free is probably not quite there, but having like what I'm saying is like you have to commit to reduce the price every year, like by 10% or something, or probably a little bit more at the start, and then say, okay, every year we will reduce the price. by 10% and raise the capacity, and yeah, don't put too much restriction on the cars, but make it not so attractive, or like for those people for which it's needed, should be usable, but for everybody else it should be just too expensive or impractical to use, I guess. What's going on with the cats? Okay. Another cat. Tail strokes could be a little bit of nerves on that one. Let's see what's happening. There's the cutting board on the floor. He would like something to eat. But it's not quite the time yet. So, I rated them yesterday, and they rated our supplies. They are approximately the same weight they had last week. For 2 weeks ago. Last time I rated them. See, not much changed. I'm still not quite understanding their relationship. So they like sniffing each other, but not being sniffed on, or whatever can I tell him? Is the interpretation of that? Oh, we're probably getting a copyright strike due to Alexa singing some Disney stuff. Oh, that's dangerous. Enough kitty cat stuff. This weekend I really want to upload one on Friday, which is today. Yesterday was quite interesting because that stork I filmed, he landed directly in front of our car on the street, and I had to come to full stop. But then I grabbed my camera to get a picture of him for my wife, and then he flew to the side. So, but it was like directly in front of the car before that. I think he had some snake or something in his beak. So. Somebody's going to get scratched. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now it's 3.